Good morning, everybody. Guess where we are for my final day here at Walt Disney World, final full day. I do have a few hours here tomorrow morning. Anyway, like I was saying, it is my last full day here, and I'm going to spend some time doing a lot of pin trading, looking at pins, going on some of my favorite attractions here at Magic Kingdom for the final day. Also, there's this new merchandise that just came out inside the Emporium with Starbucks for their fall merchandise, I guess. It was Park Days and Lattes merch. So I'll show you that real quick. Alright, so here's a look at the taller cup. So it says the Park Days and Lattes on the front. And they have a little Starbucks charm on the back. Then you have this cup. And then a tote bag. Oh, my knees are cracking, but yeah, Starbucks tote bag. Alright, to get some rides in while there's still low wait times, I think first I'm gonna head over to the mansion, hit that, then go to like Pirates, and then check out some more pins because I'm sure it'll probably start getting a little bit busier or after I do those two rides. Alright, so over here at the mansion, it was posted 13-minute wait. But it is, the line's all the way back here, so probably the extended queue is not open, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then once I do this, I'll make my way over to Pirates, and it probably will be about 10:30-ish time I get to Pirates, so it should start getting busier by then. Alright, so the line here moves super quick. I want to say it was probably like 5 minutes, to be honest. So it should be a good, a good position to hit Pirates and then just have a nice chill Magic Kingdom day. Wow, I actually got a different guy for once. Alright, got over the mansion. Let's dip into the trading store, pin trading store here in Frontierland. See if there's any neat pins on the board or any other pins I want to buy. I made a little pit stop to my table here at Pico Bills. But I did buy these. I was curious to see if they're little like pin boards. I'm curious to see if they're similar to the ones from GoPin Pro, or if they're like better or worse. They feel a little bit harder. They smell funny. I can tell you that for sure. You do get 3 of them in here for $12.99, so that's actually not the worst, especially for a Disney product. Because as soon as you add Mickey Mouse to something, the price goes crazy high. So you do have a bunch of Mickeys on here. So I don't know, well, maybe I'll put some of these pins on here just to see the outcome and how it looks. So I'll put one here. It's a little bit harder, I can tell you that, putting the pins in. So it's not as easy as the GoPin Pro one, which is a little bit softer. So I'll put one there. Pop this one out, put one here. These ones are a little bit bigger too from Disney. So it's a little bit easier to fit the pins on. Alright, so I'll put that in there. So here is all the 2025 traders I have so far. But you can see I could fit a lot more on here. Like on this one, it's a lot smaller, so you have to like really strategically ram them in there. This is actually not too bad. Just it won't fit in my pocket as easy, so I have to find a different way. I'm gonna have to either carry it or put it in like a shopping bag or whatever. But I don't know, kind of looks nice though. But speaking of pins and traders, I did buy more of these, so I'm gonna pop these open and then see which ones we got. Hopefully we get some good ones in here. I know some people try to feel the bags. Like, I guess you could kind of feel like this one I think is a 25 years one. What does this one feel like? This one feels like maybe a character. This one, I don't know. We'll see. I'll pop these open and see which ones I got though. All right, so let's go over those pins I just opened up from those packs. So here's a look at them currently. So these are all the new ones I just got from the pack. So Gaston, Stitch, the Snacks ears, and then the Balloon Castle again. Like I keep getting this one, I keep getting that. I've gotten Stitch a few times and Gaston, but this Stitch you can see like on, so if you look at this one here, like the quality looks pretty good. But then you look at that one and Stitch looks a little funky. But I don't know. Sometimes the quality of these like mystery packs aren't as good as like the main like pins that they put out. But this is a nice board though, so I'll carry that around with me throughout the rest of the day here in the park. Hopefully there's some good trades to come. And yeah, time to clean up my garbage, and I think I'm going to check out the Tiana's gift shop real quick, see, because there is a pin board there, see if there's anything neat in there, and then head to the Pirates gift shop, check the pins there, and then go on the Pirates ride, of course. Oh, Adventure Friends Cavalcade. Alright, so I traded for that Pooh. I believe he's a fake, but I'm okay with a Pooh fake. Looks pretty good. Alright, Pirates gift shop. Traded for that Buzz Lightyear Toy Story Land one. Also, only a 10-minute wait for Pirates, so it should be relatively quick. Probably more like a 5 minutes should be all wait, like closer to the station, so not too bad. Alright, yes, it was a 5-minute wait. A little small line in the inside part, but not too shabby. We'll gladly wait 5 minutes for the nice breeze in here and the beautiful smells of Pirates.
Surrender, Captain Jack Sparrow, or my thunder will burn the city to the ground.
We want the rum. Alright, it's breakfast time. Best breakfast is some cheeseburger spring rolls, of course. Yeah, I feel like this exactly was the same sauce that they used, the zesty sauce at Connections. It smells the same, and I'm 95% sure it's the same. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm crazy, but pretty sure it's the same sauce, even the same color too. And I started today off, actually, it was kind of cool out, like cool for Florida, but not doing so hot now. It's brutal out here. But let's dig into these spring rolls. By far the best. Always will be. If they ever get rid of this, I'll be like heartbroken. Alright, so I'm now legit dripping with sweat. But I'm gonna jump into the Christmas shop here, check out their pin board, and just make my way around the rest of the park. Alright, so I made it all the way over to the PhilharMagic gift shop. I don't remember if I traded for that pumpkin before, but look at that Scrump one I got. It's definitely a fake, but still pretty neat pins. Both of them were fakes, but both are very neat. In Storybook now. Ended up trading a blind trade and got another Tiana one, so it's another trader for me, but trading board looks pretty good. I just traded for that Woody in Storybook as well. Alright, we made it over here to the land of tomorrow, also known as Tomorrowland. Alright, so that's what we got here in Tomorrowland, was this Horizons license plate. Alright, I'm like cooking out here, so some carousel progress for some air conditioning should do the trick.
Loved the idea of progress, and he loved the American family. And he himself was probably as American as anyone could possibly be. He thought it would be fun to watch the American family go through the 20th century. Although our carousel family has experienced a few changes over the years, our show still revolves around the same theme, and that's progress. May the century begin.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
In 7 days. And I even hear tell about two brothers from North Carolina who are working on some kind of flying contraption. It'll never work. Closer to home, we've now got gas lamps, a telephone, and the latest design in cast iron stoves. And progress, we've got a pump right here in the kitchen. Of course, we keep a bucket of water handy to prime it with. Yes, sir, we've got everything we need to make life easier. Say,
Alright, we're back here on Main Street. Check out the pins in the Emporium again. See if there's anything neat in there. Alright, so I just bought so many pins. I'm gonna go back to the room and drop them all off real quick and then come back over here to Magic Kingdom because this bag is kind of heavy with the amount of pins I bought in here. After I drop off these pins and whatnot, the wait times at Magic are still pretty low, surprisingly, for 1:30. So I'm just going to continue doing some more trades, hit a few more rides / shows. Because like even right now, like Mansion is at 30 minutes, Buzz is at 20, Pirates at 15. Like that's pretty solid for 1:30 on, what's today, Friday? Yeah, on a Friday. Now you're back at Pop Century. Did a guest trade. I gave them, what did I give them? I don't remember which one it was that was here. But I got, oh, the Hades. Traded Hades away for this Donald St. Patrick's Day one. I don't think I have him, but even if I did, oh well, it's a pretty cool one. Alright, everybody, we're back outside. A little foggy, it looks like, on the camera lens and my glasses slightly. Right? Yeah, definitely a little bit foggy, but that'll come off in a sec. But gonna go back over to Magic. Brought my pins with me, of course. Alright, now we can see again, but it does look like we got some storm clouds coming in. It was supposed to rain at some point, so probably will downpour for a couple minutes or so, and then go right back to being nice and hot and steamy again. But I've noticed like this whole trip this time, it's been raining like kind of in the later afternoon. So I haven't had like early rain. Well, we did have that one thunderstorm late at night the other day, but yeah, most of the time it's been evening rain, and then you get a nice beautiful sunset afterwards. Also, sometime tonight I have to start packing up my stuff too, unfortunately. Alright, we made it on the bus, leaving Pop Century. Hopefully the weights are still low. I didn't even look before coming on the bus, but I'm assuming they're like relatively decent-ish, maybe. Alright, made it back over to Magic. Alright, first trade since coming back to Magic. Got the Valentine's Day Stitch. I wasn't going to stop on Pirates, but I can't pass up a 5-minute wait. Yeah, I can't believe Pirates is a 5-minute wait in the middle of the day like that. Like, that's craziness. Crazy.
Still waiting for me, Luke.
I got pretty wet on the drop down here on Pirates.
20 for the rod.
Pipe down, you lily-livered lover! Strike your...
Alright, a break from pin hunting and rides. Montepito Bills just got their nachos with some chicken, queso. Looks pretty good. I used to love getting the nachos here before they changed the menu. Last time I was here, I got the tamale, which was really good. I was thinking about getting it again, but I want to go like, I feel like it'd run me down so much because it's kind of heavy. This is a nice, light kind of snack / meal. Alright, let's take a quick peek at some weights. You have Little Mermaid at 5 minutes. Carousel Progress 5. Small World 10. Pirates are at 15 now. Buzz 20. Haunted Mansion 20. That's a surprise, actually. Maybe I'll do a round 2 on the mansion. I feel like the last time I was here and I was leaving on a Saturday, the Friday before was like a ghost town. And then there was like so many people the next on tomorrow, but I guess the Saturday as I'm leaving. But I don't know, maybe we'll go over to Mansion again. I want to double check the Tiana gift shop though and see if there's any good pins in there. I did a trade with another guest for that Stitch with the pretzel pin. Gave up the Haunted Mansion D. Alright, so Mansion's line started getting longer, so I was thinking about going there, but it's now 25 minutes and it looked a little bit longer than that. So I'll circle back to that. Just going to continue my rounds around the park, check out more pins, and maybe hop on a short wait time attraction. From the Be Our Guest restaurant, got this Stitch. Gave away one of my popcorns for him. Alright, from the gift shop next to Gaston's Tavern, got this Zerg one. It's definitely a fake one. It's a limited edition of 340, I believe it said. So definitely a fake, but it is pretty cool for my big Toy Story collection I do have. Alright, here in Storybook Circus, just traded for a Wave B Tinkerbell D, as well as this Haunted Mansion pin. It's pretty cool. Alright, so a nice little ride here on the People Mover. It does look like the rain is definitely coming because those clouds are starting to look pretty dark. Maybe I'll go see Monsters Inc. after. I haven't seen Monsters Inc. this whole trip. When I'm on the People Mover, every time I go into Space Mountain, it's like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like I could take a nap in there, no problem.
Last Lord, you guys know who your MC is? He's the monster of ceremonies, a little green guy, and he's got one eye. If you know his name, shout it out. Mike Wazowski, yeah. Here's what we're gonna do. When I point to this side, you guys yell, Mike. Over here, Wazowski. Here we go. Wazowski. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the lab floor. And now, make some noise for your monster of ceremonies, Lady Mike Wazowski!
Ooh, indeed. Hello, everyone. This is my brother Mac. I'm Jeeves. My brother here is an expert in geography of the human world. Yeah. Oh, what's the monster world?
No, it's human world. Surprise! I studied last night and I got my master's degree.
Wait, you got your master's degree?
Yeah, anything's possible if you have a credit card and a computer.
But you don't need the credit card.
Thanks for being an investor in my education. And you bought me a bike.
Wait, what?
No, it's all good though. Ask me the capital of any human country and I'll tell you what it is.
From the Tron / Space Mountain gift shop, just traded for that Mickey Mouse. I think he's part of one of like the starter sets. Alright, Ariel down to a 10-minute wait. It was at like 25 before, which is way too long I think for this attraction, but we'll do a little 10-minute wait, not too shabby. Alright, Ariel was a walk-on. It was a pretty long wait before, so it's always worth like swinging back around for Ariel because the wait definitely dies down to a walk-on like almost all the time. Alright, check out my shirt in this ride. Awesome.
Well, that's the way I remember it. Yeah. Where was I?
Alright, so I just traded for that Cheshire Cat 25 years with a guest in the park. This Haunted Mansion Loungefly and that Haunted Mansion Loungefly. And the ones I gave up for a Sadness, the other skateboard Stitch, and that Stitch that was above him holding the pretzel. Alright y'all, sun's down. Gotta take my last evening ride here on the People Mover. Enjoy those beautiful scenic and lit up views from up here.
Travelers, welcome aboard the People Mover, presented by Enterprise.
I'm gonna miss the views from up here for sure, even though it's only gonna be like 2 weeks away from here, 2.5 weeks, and then I'll be back. Probably gonna be even hotter. And yeah, 'cause I feel like this wasn't, it was hot, but I feel like it wasn't too hot. I feel like August is hotter.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Speedway and Tron Light Cycle Run.
The views. Cinderella's castle back there. The big blue balloon. Wow.
To your right is the Astro Orbiter, our celestial symbol of interplanetary harmony and fellowship. Hop aboard and launch high above Tomorrowland for a spin amongst the planets. Mike Wazowski has brought in some real monsters of comedy. Whether you have one eye or 9, take the time to see this show.
Alright, so my last Disney World dinner will be a grilled chicken sandwich with bacon and Swiss cheese and whatever else on there from Cosmic Rays, and some fries. I have to decide if I want to eat it at the hotel tomorrow morning or not, and then what I want to get. Maybe I'll get the classic Mickey and waffles, or Mickey waffles, not Mickey and waffles. Alright, food's done. Gotta get on a few more attractions before I have to leave. I definitely want to do Pirates and Mansion again, but it is pretty busy here tonight. Like, a lot busier than it's been. Alright, so 15-minute wait for the Mansion. Take that every time. Picture time. Picture time. And that wait went pretty quick too, by the way. Pirates. I think it was a 5-minute wait, yeah. So probably should be a walk-on then. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be a walk-on. Already walking through, we're almost up to the loading station area, so looking pretty good. Should be able to get another attraction or 2 in. I'm gonna miss this smell for 2 weeks. So sad.
What may I offer for these hearty heads? Everyone an egg.
Can't you reach any further, you stumbling little rat?
And so our journey comes to an end, but yours continues on. Grab hold of your dreams and make them come true. For you are the key to unlocking your own magic. Now go, let your dreams guide you. Reach out and find your happily ever after.
The losses and all the glory, the dreams drop away. We live every day, just love and reach to the sky. We all have the courage to fly. You can fly. You can fly.
Alright, so just made it back to the room, and that's going to conclude my final full day here at Walt Disney World, at least for the next few weeks. Pretty decent day. It picked up a little bit in attendance wise toward the end of the night because it is a Friday, so a lot of people off of work came to Magic Kingdom tonight. Was able to catch a little bit of the end of Happily Ever After, which was nice. Got to ride Pirates a few times, Mansion a few times, People Mover a few times, saw the Carousel Progress, did a lot of pin trading, bought some last minute souvenirs, and yeah, it was a good time. It was nice and hot. Overall, the week was great, and can't wait to do it again in a couple more weeks. Probably not going to buy as much next time though, because I spent a lot of money this week for sure. Lots of money, lots of pins, and a few other. Bought some Crocs, bought the Haunted Mansion Crocs, and I did buy some pants because I know the way on the train down here, like the legs kept sticking to the seat. So I bought some pants. They're like the Haunted Mansion sleep pants, but those are kind of expensive. So that was a lot of money between that and the Crocs. But yeah, overall great day, and we'll be back in a couple weeks to do more fun Disney stuff. And it's also going to be almost tumbled on over. Also be like Halloween, so we'll have the Halloween party and all the Halloween snacks and more Halloween merch. But yeah, with that being said, until next time.